Hello,
Hi there.
and welcome to our Bloody Valentine movie reviews. We watched 4 films,
Yeah, for very specifically Valentine's Day
Valentine's
films.
Day films. We watched the original My Bloody Valentine,
The remake,
The remake
in 3D,
in
and
3D.
then we watched the Lover's Lane
Lover's Lane,
and
Valentine.
Valentine from 2001.
Yes, so we're going to be doing all these reviews here. So let's start with My Bloody Valentine,
The one I think that really started it all.
the classic.
Yes, A's 70s and 80s, you had a lot of like holiday themed, like that was the start of a lot of holiday themed horror movies, and so here we are.
Although it failed to garner a sequel, neither one.
No.
But it has a cult following now.
Plus, there's a remake. Plus the remake, I feel like, in a way, kind of shows that this movie did so well that they had to kind of, I think, over the years, because that remake was made almost, almost 30 years later.
30 years later, yeah.
Yeah, so...
2009, right?
Yeah, so 81, 2009, that's almost 30 years.
Yeah.
But
anyways.
Yeah, so this is a classic horror film done in Canada. And it's the story of this mine town where everyone's quiet because of the tragedy that struck, I believe, years ago when a mine accident happened and a bunch of miners got caved in. And
during a Valentine's Day dance, and they got trapped in there, and then one of them went crazy and just resorted to cannibalism and killing a bunch of people. Harry Warden,
and then went crazy with pickaxe, decided to kill them all and eat them, take out their hearts, whatever, put them in boxes, and then he got put away, whatever.
Yeah.
I think he died.
He died. You find out in the film that he died.
But it's been
not.
How many years later?
I have no idea. 10.
I don't know, something like that. Oh,
like that,
was it a year? Was it just a year?
No, I think it had been a while.
Oh yes,
the original.
It was.
I know.
Oh yeah, it was original. It was years ago. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
because
the
he was.
Sheriff
And there's also a spoiler alert in the movie. So yeah, it was years ago. And
oh yeah, spoiler alert! It's not Harry Warden.
It's someone who got. This movie is basically, you think it's Harry Warden, but it's not. And it's like several years later, they're doing a dance, and one by one people start to get killed by by whoever thinks is Harry Warden.
Mine person.
Yeah. And
with the mask
and people start getting Valentines and chocolate boxes that have hearts, actual people's hearts in them, or like notes that are death threats and stuff like that. And
they're saying if they don't stop the dance, Harry Warden will
show up and kill everyone.
Yeah.
And people start to get killed. Starting off with this girl in the beginning has a heart-shaped tattoo. She tries to seduce this guy in the mines, and then he like throws her up on a pickaxe and she gets killed. And then we get her title card. She's like half naked, by the way. And then we get our title card movie, and basically you see how it's just this small town, and everyone's getting ready for the dance. Everyone's excited. It's a bunch of young people, and then all of a sudden, after people start to play pranks and everyone starts to find out about the dance, this woman who was in charge of setting up the dance, this older, nice, sweet, innocent woman, Mabel, is in the laundry room, gets a Valentine when she's not looking, and it's the infamous letter. If you know the movie, you know the letter, you know the rhyme. Roses are red, violets are blue, one is dead and so are you. And then the lights get cut, and then it ensues into a chase and to her death, and she ends up being found in a laundry dryer. All just like steamed and like burned alive, and then everyone finds out. The cop tell everyone that that she died of a heart attack, and then people get told to cancel the dance, and then instead the young people decide to throw the party in the mines.
Yeah.
And I'll let you kind of take over.
Yeah, so they decide to throw the party at the mine, and that's when all the fun begins.
Mm-hmm.
They're partying in the main lodge, and then a couple of them decide to go down the mine shafts, to check it out. And apparently back then women weren't allowed in the mines.
No.
So they're skeptical, but they go anyways. There's like 6 of them, I think, that go down there. And then there's another 2 that sneak off to go do the nookie.
Yeah.
Which one of them she gets her head impaled on a faucet.
Oh yeah, she's like looking around, and then all of a sudden she thinks her boyfriend's preying on her. All these like mine suits start to like drop from like the ceiling, and then all of a sudden she finds the dead body of this guy who got killed earlier. And then he he impales her by the back of her head on this faucet, and it makes her into a human fountain.
Makes her into a human fountain, yeah.
Pretty epic and pretty iconic death scene.
But yeah, the chaos ensues from there. They go down the mine shaft
further,
and Harry Warden is loose in the mine shaft.
Yeah, but no one has found that out yet.
Yeah, so
people are just like, people on the surface know that he's down there, but the people down below haven't gotten this memo yet.
It's a good half-hour chase scene through the mine with all these kids.
Yes.
It drops down slowly, like 2 of them, go off to do the nookie again.
Then they get killed with a drill. Then there's other people get killed with there's a nail gun.
A pickaxe right to the chest.
Torso, and then there's
a fake out killing, or a fake out death that gets drowned in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then the end comes, and you find out it's one of the miners. Should we tell him who it is?
Yes, it's Axel.
It's Axel in this one.
Yes.
He went crazy because he
saw his dad die when he was a kid.
As a kid, yeah. Harry Warden had killed his dad in front of him, and he hid under the bed, and it made him go cuckoo.
Yes, and so he it's sort of similar, I guess, if anyone's seen like Silent Night, Deadly Night, it's sort of similar to that.
Sort of, kind of.
Kind of like they're afraid of like this person, this entity on the holidays, and then they end up becoming that person and then start killing everyone after they kind of gone movie. Because like it's the same thing, like Billy in that movie kind of goes crazy because he sees Santa kill his family, and then he ends up becoming Killer Santa after he gets into a nurse.
But yeah, I mean, he survives though. He rips off his hand. I think they should have brought him back with a hook.
Yes.
That would have been cool. A pickaxe as a hand. That would have been cool.
A pickaxe? That's kind of heavy to have as a hand.
Just the top part.
A one-handed pickaxe? I don't know. I feel like you can kill yourself unintentionally with a pickaxe. So your hand, like, it's double-sided. I mean, you might just be like trying to scratch yourself. Whoops, I killed myself.
It would have been nice to get a sequel to this movie.
Yeah, no. It's such a good movie. I think it's such an iconic costume in a way that I don't think anyone really saw coming. Is this minor costume with the mask and the oxygen the oxygen mask and the helmet, and
I guess we should be blessed we got a somewhat okay sequel or
remake. Yeah, not nearly as good. I mean, but it still shows that the movie had so much effect on people over time, and it's become a cult classic. Yes.
And the special effects are really good.
And most of the time, if you bring up a Valentine's Day horror movie, this is probably the movie that you hear about. So that says a lot of itself.
So give it a watch.
Good reputation. Definitely watch this one. I give this a solid A.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, My Bloody Valentine. Like and follow for more. Thank you so much.
Follow for more.
Bye.
Bye.